Brinly Spike Aerator assembly. Step 1. Attach the two end panels to the tray using 6 round head screws, flat washers, lock washers, and hex nuts. Step 2. Install the drawbar to the tray using 2 round head screws, lock washers, and hex nuts as shown. Attach the clevis to the drawbar using 2 round head screws, lock washers, and hex nuts. Now attach the transport lock pin to the end panel using 1 lock washer and a hex nut as shown. Place a thick flat washer onto the axle assembly, then slide it through the hole in the end panel and add another thick flat washer if needed. Position the 11 tines and 22 spacer bearing tubes onto the axle assembly as follows. Bearing with the small end first. Aerator tine, bearing with the large end first. Add all of the bearings and aerator tines in this order. Position 1 or 2 washers as needed to eliminate any side-to-side movement, and push the axle assembly through the hole in the end panel as far as possible. Attach the handle assembly to the end of the axle assembly by inserting 1 hex bolt through the hole at the end of the axle assembly and securing it with a hex nut. Slide the handle grip onto the handle assembly. Attach 1 wheel to the handle assembly and the other wheel bar mount on the axle. Secure to each side using hardware in the following order. Add a hex bolt and a flat washer to the wheel. On the other side of the wheel, put a flat washer, a hex nut, pass that through the frame, add another lock washer, and a hex nut. Step 6. Attach the aerator to your towing vehicle using the drawbar pin and hairpin cotter. To place in transport position, pull forward on the handle assembly. Pull out slightly and position over the transport lock pin. The aerator should rest on the wheels. Caution: to avoid damage to the tines, engage the transport wheels when crossing concrete or asphalt driveways and walkways. To place in the operating position, pull out on the handle assembly, releasing from the transport position, and push the handle back. In the operating position, the spike aerator should rest on the tines. Now you're ready to aerate. Further instructions in the manual can be found at Brinly.com. For questions or concerns, please call 877-78-8224. Brinly.